The heart-touching story of a soldier and a little girl. It was a cold and rainy night in a big city in America. The streets were silent, but behind that silence was fear. Suddenly, gunshots echoed everywhere. People were running to save their lives. There was fire, smoke, and screams all around. In a small house in that city lived a 7-year-old girl named Anna with her parents. Anna was a sweet and innocent child. Her father was a taxi driver, and her mother worked at a school. They were not rich, but they were happy together. That night, Anna was sleeping in her mother's lap when suddenly, boom, MMMM. A huge explosion shook the entire area. The windows shattered. Anna woke up in fear. "Mom, what happened?" she asked in a trembling voice. Her mother hugged her tightly, but outside the situation was getting worse every second. Within minutes, the whole neighborhood looked like a battlefield. People were screaming. Police sirens filled the streets, and soldiers had arrived. Anna's father quickly wrapped her in a blanket and tried to escape with the family. But fate had something else planned. As they ran through the crowded streets, another explosion happened nearby. People started pushing and running in panic. In the chaos, Anna got separated from her parents. "Mom!" she cried loudly, but nobody could hear her through the rain and gunfire. The little girl sat alone on the side of the road. Her clothes were soaked. Her body was shivering from the cold. Her eyes were filled with fear. At that very moment, an American soldier was passing through the area during a rescue mission. His name was Daniel. Daniel had spent years in the military. He had seen pain, war, and destruction before, but the sight of that helpless little girl broke his heart. Without wasting a second, he rushed toward her. He knelt down beside her and gently asked, "Hey, sweetheart, where are your parents?" But Anna only kept crying. Daniel removed his military jacket and wrapped it around her shoulders. Then he gave her a chocolate bar from his bag. For the first time in hours, Anna became a little calm. She looked into his eyes and softly asked, "Are you God?" Hearing those words, Daniel's eyes filled with tears. He smiled gently and replied, "No, I'm just here to help you." That night, Daniel took Anna to a safe military shelter. The entire city was searched, but sadly, her parents were never found. Days passed. Every morning, Anna would sit near the door and ask, "Will my mom and dad come back?" But Daniel never had the courage to answer. Slowly, he became her biggest support. He fed her, told her bedtime stories, brought her books, and tried to make her smile again. The little girl who once cried every night slowly started laughing again. But deep inside, Daniel carried a pain. He knew his mission would end one day, and he would have to leave. One evening, Anna looked at him with teary eyes and asked, "Will you leave me too?" Daniel stayed silent for a few seconds. Then he held her hand and said, "No, never." That day, Daniel made the biggest decision of his life. He started the legal process to adopt Anna.